Rest in peace, Young Dolph, Paper Route Frank, the king of Memphis. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape Moth. If you are rocking with this content, please make sure to hit that like button as it helps the video to circulate. But today, I'm going to hit y'all with my thoughts on this new Key Glock album entitled Glockoma 2. So, Key Glock, aka Glizock, and I suppose you could call him Mr. F a feature, is the star and the face of since Dolph's passing. Key Glock and really all the members of PRE have picked up the slack in Dolph's absence and have all done their part to keep Flipper's legacy alive. Now, Glockoma 2 is Key Glock's first full-length release since the Yellow Tape 2 that had dropped right before Dolph's death in November of 2021. He had also released a really dope 5-track EP at the end of last year to prep us for this highly anticipated Glockoma 2, which serves as the sequel to his 2018 project. It contains 15 songs lasting approximately 40 minutes. We have production from Bandplay, Hit Kid, Aim on the Neck, Johnny Turn It Up, and others. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with this track-by-track breakdown. The opener, Dirt, produced by King CEO, has an attractive soul sample. That feels like a very fitting way to set this album off. And Key Glock explains that he's sick of dudes trying to throw dirt on his name. He states, the street shit is not the same. Most of these dudes soft. And he also reminds us, number one rule, get the money, man. I got that shit from Dolph. So overall, it's a dope opening song with a great soul beat. Track 2, Work, produced by Bandplay, has this druggy, trance-like beat that kind of reminds me of a mix of like a Buddhist chant meets someone off lean. Despite it having this hazy and psychedelic feel, it's very much an anthem dedicated to the grind. So there is that motivational quality to it that makes it relatable. Glock states, I lost my dog every day, this shit hurts. His voice on my head keep telling me, work. So he's letting you know that Dolph is his inspiration to this day. So yeah, this is a dope mid-tempo anthem that will likely give you the motivation to want to go out there and get it. Track 3, Randy Orton, has more of a chill, wavy, and twangy beat. This fun and breezy kind of reminds you of like a vacation or a road trip. And to be honest, this production was kind of giving me a Redman meets Action Bronson vibe. Key Glock has 2 references to professional wrestlers here, Randy Orton and Randy Savage. And that makes me wonder, has Key Glock been inspired by West Side Gun or Conway? Has he been listening to Griselda? Key Glock raps, I'm going in, got the ball in my court, rest in peace, Dolph. Yeah, he gave me the torch. Yeah, this track is a vibe, something laid back and fun, no doubt. Track 4, Chromosomes, produced by Bandplay, has these slow rolling horns. It reminds me of a marching band that's slowed down, but also giving off that 2000s Southern rap feel. And the hook from Glock is very catchy as he is in his bag talking about money running through his chromosome. All in all, it's a cool, upbeat, money-making anthem that I have no issues with. Track 5, 2 for 1, is a 2-part song that is one of the highlights. Now, the first beat has this menacing piano trap feel, while the second has a funky piano riff that could have been produced by Hit Boy. I mean, that was just the vibe I was getting, that King's Disease 3 feeling, but it was Bandplay on the boards. Glock has some very simple but clever lines. If it's about money, I'm all ears. Dumbo, I wake up every morning, grab my heat like Alonzo. So yeah, these may sound super basic, but the way Glock says it is just hard. Right after is Pop My Shit, which has this dreamy, otherworldly beat from Hit Kid. It's sunny and psychedelic, makes you envision driving on a blue sky day with no clouds in sight. Here, Glock is coming through with more slick talk and doing it all in this calm, cool, and collected tone that he's known for. Hit Kid, being one of the most in-demand producers at the moment, definitely laced Glock with a chill banger. Next is Designer Down, which has this laid back, head nodding beat that sounds like a mix between a late 2000s Cash Money record and some old Memphis player shit. I definitely could have heard Dolph as a feature. Glock is rapping in his slow flow, just having fun with it. He has some cold-blooded and pimpish lines with, yeah, this bitch looking at me, baby, what you waiting on? Told her, I ain't got nothing for you, baby, but a way home. Yeah, this beat might come across as rudimentary on the first listen, but it ends up being dope and really tapping into that Dirty South aesthetic. Track 8 is From Nothing, which was released as a single some months back. This guitar riff does kind of remind me a bit of this sample used on his 1997 track, but here Glock is talking about making something out of nothing. He made it out of the hood, but he's not opposed to getting his hands dirty. It's another banger with those psychedelic rock star vibes that fans should enjoy. Track 9, Key Rex, has this icy and atmospheric beat from Bandplay that's super low key, but Glock's a flow switch up brings it some life. Some funny lines where I'll pass a bitch before my blunt, I'm a team man, and young dude cold, ask your hoe, I'm a penguin. Only Glock, man. Then track 10, In and Out of Town, produced by Hit Kid and Bandplay, has this crunchy bass line and beeping effect, and Key Glock floats effortlessly over this minimalist trap beat. I feel on the following line, he's talking to the bloggers and the folks on social media with, hey, don't tell me to slide. I was on that before my dude died. And the reason I say this is likely a response to the bloggers is because if you recall, after Dolph's death, there were a lot of videos and tweets about pre-artists and Key Glock not sliding for Dolph. But how do we know that they didn't slide just because they didn't post it on social media? That would have been really dumb of them to do. But getting back to this track, I would say that Glock and Hit Kid are 2 for 2 on this album, and I would welcome them doing future collabs. Track 11, F That Shit, has this stellar trap instrumental from Bandplay that's also very trippy. I like this slow down, druggy reverb, and Key Glock reminds folks to get out your feelings and go get a bag or something. Then there's Money Over Hoes, also produced by Bandplay, which has an eerie and cloudy instrumental. The pianos are a nice touch. Key Glock is doing a completely different sing-songy flow here that I didn't care for at first, to keep it a buck. But with repeated listens, it did sound better. It's still my least favorite song from the track list though. Right after is Ratchet, which has a dark and straightforward beat from Bandplay. It's bass thumping and menacing, no doubt. Key Glock raps, got clips like a movie for these acting ass dudes. I also like, I took a couple losses, that shit made me a winner. Boss shit, baby, yeah, I do this for Flipper. The second to last track is Homicide Gang. There is this timeless Dirty South feel to the production, and Key Glock definitely has some clever lines that jumped out, like, bitch, I'm signed to the field. Yeah, I still ain't signed a deal. Also, yeah, shoot a dude like Mike. I jumped off the porch before I jumped on the mic. Yeah, this shit just too easy. I be rapping my real life. I'm ruthless just like Easy. I ain't going without a fight. Then the album wraps up with F, a feature, and it's one of the standouts that ends things in a pretty epic way. There is more of an aggressive and dramatic feel to the production, and Glock is talking his talk, stating, I might just pay myself for a feature. So he's staying consistent with this no features theme, kind of like J. Cole. The following lines stood out, like, my cousin, he's a bishop, but no, I ain't talking church, but we clapping like we in one. So overall, I give this project a rating of 3.5 to 4 mics. I think it's more of a polished effort from Key Glock. I wouldn't say it's my favorite release from Glock at the moment, but it's still a good project. The production was a little more laid back, a little hazier, and more mid-tempo than previous efforts, which, to be honest, didn't necessarily grab me on a first listen. But with multiple listens, almost all the tracks grew on me. I say the only drawback to this album was the sequencing, which at times created a lull. I think Rearranging the track list definitely could have helped to give it more energy at times. But at the end of the day, there are quite a few bangers, anthems, and cool, laid back, well produced tracks to rock out to. But let me know in the comment section if you feel this is a worthy follow up to his 2018 release, Glockoma. And also, where do you rank this in Key Glock's overall discography? My favorite tracks include Dirt, Work, Randy Orton, 2 for 1, Designer Down, From Nothing, Homicide Gang, and F a Feature. Let me know what you thought about this project in the comment section. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Key Glock, Glockoma 2, 1.